what is hybrids before we start getting into what's going on,
Yeah.
because it is issue 8 collectively. It's the
Yeah.
third part in the
And I
Killing
think the
Fields we were
thing
speaking about
is,
the last time you were on and all that stuff. So
yeah,
let's get everybody sort of ground
sure,
zero.
yeah, absolutely. Because I've learned that every interaction like this is potentially someone's first interaction with the book. So basically, I like to tell people if you're a big fan of the Claremont era X-Men and Ancient Aliens, then this book is right up your alley. It is a team-based book. It is about the genetic offspring of a creature called the Nephilim, which were believed to be the real life inspiration for the Greek gods. So that's kind of the story of it. It does start out with kind of looking through this guy named Trashman's his eyes, and he is an actual trash man. And it starts while he's at work on trash day, so he's picking up trash, and he starts getting chased by these couple of crazy looking supers, and the whole first issue is kind of this chase down, and then we get into the other 4 issues, and it starts to slowly give us the view of the world that they're living in and really what's happening. And so that's the first arc, the first 5 books, and reading those are, you can read those and have a lot of insight for this series, or you don't even have to start there. You can start with issue 6, which is the Killing Field Part 1, and that's where things start to pick up. The team has been together for a while. There's some interpersonal things that are going really great with with the with the team, and it starts to really build and lay out a little bit. But as the title, as it seems to promise, there is going to be quite a massacre that takes place. It's the
And so,
Killing Field.
let's talk a little bit about this and
Yeah,
break it down a little bit, because we just threw a lot at people.
I did. I really did.
Obviously, what sort of goes on, I think, in the first 5 issues is that this group sort of comes together and they start realizing more people are being taken, that there's,
Yeah,
the government has, or this agency has sort of an idea what they want to do with these superhumans,
yeah,
and they start figuring out what's going on, and they're planning, I guess, a
yeah.
rescue mission slash
Yeah,
escape.
Rescue Mission are probably one of our. I would always call him a main character because he was the one I really wanted to start the story with. But I decided, from a writer's standpoint, it would be best to go through this other guy's viewpoint, and so he became kind of a main character for people in the story. But there's this guy named Rev. He is not super, doesn't have any powers, but his wife and daughter developed powers through the kind of this strange occurrence that started happening. People out of nowhere just started developing superpowers because what they didn't know is they had a trace of Nephilim DNA in them, which Nephilims were half human, half angel. So they had a little bit of this DNA. And these powers that were associated with the DNA, if you have it, to whatever degree you have it, manifest in different ways. And so his wife and daughter both had powers manifest, but they were abducted. And he blames himself. You learn this later that he really blames himself for their abduction, but he is determined to get them back. And so he starts hunting down these people, and in the process starts to rescue other hybrids, angel human hybrids that that were abduction attempts have been made. So that's really kind of where that goes. And so once Trashman joins the team, he gets caught up a little bit, but they're still trying to figure out who's taking them and why they're taking them. They have an idea of who, but they don't know exactly who or how deep it goes until until we have someone that works on the inside kind of turn kind of they have a change of heart and they turn a little bit and give some information that they desperately need. And so that's what we do, and it ends with the rescue operation on that one, but also leaves us with a kind of a a lot of questions like, well, what next? What else? And that's where we pick up 6 months later in the Killing Field.